Cruise news. We do have mass sickness on a cruise ship and outbreaks are set to increase. But what does that mean for your next cruise? You're going to be hearing a lot of this on the news in the upcoming days. So how bad is it and should you go? We are going to get you the details that you need to know. Plus we have the top cruise news updates from across the cruise industry, and we are going to get you up to date fast coming up. Welcome to the Travel Scouts. My name is Jason and we are your cruise information channel. We get you the cruise news and information you're looking for quickly without wasting your time. So if you love cruising, consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and kick this off with number one. Royal Caribbean has assisted the U.S. State Department with the evacuation of Americans from Israel. This was done at the request of the U.S. Embassy in Israel. The ship that was used was Royal Caribbean's 𝗪𝗏𝗄𝗃 of the Seas. Loading of the passengers was done on a first-come, first-served basis. And these Americans were taken from Israel's port city of Haifa and they were transported to Cyprus. Number two, Carnival Cruise Line has opened up their Faster to the Fun priority package for 2024 cruises, but the price has went up. Faster to the Fun gives Carnival cruisers some of the benefits already enjoyed by Diamond and Platinum loyalty cruisers. It includes things like priority check-in and early stateroom access. And also quite a few other benefits. If you're interested in seeing the full list of benefits, I'll put that information down in the video description. And on the screen is a price comparison between 2023 and 2024 cruises. You will notice that the price has went up between $10 to $20 depending on the length of the cruise. Moving on to number three, we have a hurricane season update. Let's start in the Pacific. The Eastern Pacific has one weather system of concern, and it is being given a 90% chance of cyclone formation over the next 48 hours. This weather system is expected to form into a tropical depression. It is projected to move slowly to the west and then turn northwest to parallel the Mexican coast. Then over in the Atlantic, there is also one weather system of concern. Identified by this orange X, it is being given an 80% chance of cyclone formation over the next week. We will continue to monitor both of these, so stay tuned. Number four, the World Cruise Awards has just been held, and here are some of the winners that you may be interested to know about. As a surprise to many, Norwegian Cruise Line was crowned with the world's best cruise line for 2023. The world's best mid-sized cruise ship award went to the Celebrity Solstice. The world's best large cruise ship was Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas. The best cruise ship for dining was the Celebrity Edge, and the best cruise ship for activities was the Scenic Eclipse. Okay, we have more cruise news pieces remaining, including the top headline of the day, but quick question, chime in down below. You know, speaking of these different awards and dining and activity, all of this stuff, here's my question for you. What would most attract you to a cruise ship? Would it be A, great activities, or B, great dining? Which would you prefer? Chime in down with that below. Would love to know any input that you have, but now on with the cruise news. Number five, Carnival Cruise Line is now partnered with the New York Jets football team. This is part of Carnival's strategy to gain market share in New York. Multiple cruise lines are seeking to increase their presence in the city. MSC Cruise Line is the brand partner of the New York Knicks. Number six, more drama about the 3-year world cruise with Life at Sea Cruises. This cruise was set to launch on November 1st, and their lack of transparency had left some booked passengers wondering if it was a scam. Well, in a new development, the cruise line has now announced that the embarkation would be delayed 10 days to November the 11th. It seems they are still trying to secure their ship, which is believed to be the 𝗂𝗏𝗏. With the deposits of $100,000 or more, I can understand why the booked cruisers are concerned. Next, number seven, a 39-year-old man has been arrested for a bomb threat against a cruise ship. The bomb threat was against Resort World Cruises' Genting Dream cruise ship. The ship was in Singapore at the time. The man called the cruise line asking for a refund and said if they did not give him the refund, he would blow up the cruise ship. Obviously, with him asking for a refund, they would know who he was. The police and the cruise line secured the ship. The embarkation of the cruise ship and the 4,000 passengers was delayed by 2 hours. The man making the bomb threat was arrested within 3 hours of the report, and now he is facing up to 7 years in prison. Then we have had a sickness outbreak on a cruise ship, and very important, know that you can expect more outbreaks to occur. I am going to break down some key information for you. But first, let me share with you about this latest outbreak. The outbreak occurred on Virgin Voyage's Scarlet Lady cruise ship. The CDC is currently reporting that 66 passengers and 7 crew members were reported to have the illness. The predominant symptoms were abdominal cramps, vomiting, and diarrhea. The cruise ship took action and began increased cleaning and disinfection in accordance with their outbreak prevention and response plan. But know that you are going to begin hearing more reports of this sickness on cruise ships. You see, the good news is that hurricane season is about to come to an end. It runs from June 1st until November 30th. However, norovirus season begins in November and runs through April. It is a very contagious virus that causes vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach pain. When you hear of this on a cruise ship, it typically ends up being norovirus. So it seems like the season may have arrived. During last year's norovirus season, there were 15 cruise ship outbreaks over the course of 7 months, so an average of close to 2 per month. So does that mean that cruise ships are bad in regards to norovirus? No, not at all, and that's what I wanted to address here. The CDC clearly states that norovirus is the most frequent cause of outbreaks of diarrheal disease on cruise ships, and these outbreaks often get media attention, which is why some people call norovirus the cruise ship virus. However, norovirus outbreaks on cruise ships account for only a small percentage of all reported norovirus outbreaks. 𝗙𝘅 provides very detailed information, noting that your risk of getting norovirus while taking a cruise is 0.18%, while the risk of getting norovirus while at a private residence is 2%, the risk at a school or daycare is 6%, at restaurants the risk is 22%, and the risk at healthcare facilities is 62%. So cruise ships are not a super big risk with this virus. But do know that we are entering the season where more outbreaks will occur, including on cruise ships. And we will be sure to share the news of those outbreaks with you to keep you informed, and also so that you can make the best decisions possible based upon your situation. Okay, subscribe and turn the notification bell on to stay up to date with the latest cruise news and information. The next video will be coming out soon, but until then, keep on cruising, and we'll catch you in the next video.